the selling price and the purchasing price, and how to find the discount percent in a transaction. Discount, whether you say about discount percent or profit percent, there's a slight difference between the two that we will discuss. Okay, so nowadays we are using we are having different types of taxes, for example GST taxes. Okay, so you will also be able to calculate GST taxes after the chapter, right? And then you have problems of interest as well. Okay, like how interest applies on the money which we put in the bank. So there are different policies for different interest, right? Interest apply at different rates in banks, so that we are also going to study. All right, okay, so let's talk about fraction. What is fraction? Or let's first talk about comparing quantities. When we say comparing quantities, what do we mean by this? Yeah, like what is the criteria to compare two quantities? Like they need to be of the same category, or they need to be having same type of magnitude. Okay, so suppose what are the things which we compare? Okay, so for example, you are having 2 bags of grain. You are having 2 bags of grain. You might be comparing their their weight. Okay, or you have 2 persons here. 2 persons here. So in context to humans, you might be comparing their height. You might compare their age. Okay, in what school, in what class they are studying. Okay, etc. Right. So basically we compare two quantities which are of the same kind or which are having same type of magnitude. So these two quantities, for example, person A and person B, both are of same type of quantities here. Basically they are humans. Okay, and if we were to compare the heights, let's say the height of the first person is, let's say 5 feet, and the height of the second person is 5 feet. So when you are comparing the height, see the magnitude of the height. One is having 5 feet, another is having 6 feet. So magnitude is also of same type, yet they have different value. So in the chapter, basically comparing quantities, we basically compare two quantities of the same kind or of the same type of magnitude. Hope that's clear. Yeah. Okay. So see, if you are provided with two quantities here, okay, let's say I'm saying that Raman's age is 15 years. Okay. And there's a boy, Rohan, whose age is 25 years. So if you were to compare the age of the two, how do we compare it? We can compare it in the form of an expression by simply dividing Raman's age and Rohan's age. So you get 15 upon 25. You simplify the fraction, you get how much? 3 upon 5. So we say that Raman's age and Rohan's age are in the ratio of 3 and 5. It is read as 3:5. All right. So first thing we need to know about ratio. Fraction, I'm guessing you guys already know about fraction. See in this figure here, this circle has been divided into how many equal fractions? There are 4 equal fractions. 4 equal fractions. And the next one is divided into how many equal fractions? Ahmed?
5.
Yeah, isn't it Ahmed as well? Okay, yes, Aran. That is 5 fractions over here. Okay. Fractions are basically pieces of something. That is simply fraction. Next thing that I was talking about is ratio. Like if you have got two different quantities, how do we compare them? As for example, here we are having age of Raman and Rohan, whose ages are given respectively as 15 years and 25 years. So they can be compared by simply dividing. Okay, then you will get 3 upon 5. So we are getting a ratio here between the age of Raman and Rohan, right? There's a ratio of 3:5. So talking about ratio is what? Ratio of quantity A and B, ratio of quantity A and B are expressed as A is to B. They are expressed as like this and read as A is to B. All right, got it. So this symbol here, see this symbol here. The symbol which you are seeing here is used to express the ratio. To express the ratio. Okay. And fraction, as I told you, that it basically represents a part of a whole and it consists of numerators and denominators, right? So you take one portion out of this circle, it will be represented like one portion out of the total, one portion out of total portion. So what is the total portion? It consists of four pieces, four parts. So it can be written like this, 1 out of 4. So this is simply a fraction. Okay, which is basically representing a part of an whole object. Okay, and it is the division of the two same quantities, right? Like this part and this part, you take 1/4 this part and the whole part, both of are same thing here, right? So if you take a piece of cake and you compare this part of the cake with the rest part of the cake, both the parts are same, no? Like this part and this part, both of them are same thing. Yeah. So that is fraction and ratio. As I told you, like when you are comparing two quantities, they can be simply divided. Okay. And then you get the ratio between the two quantities. So what is basically ratio? Ratio of quantity A and B are expressed as A is to B and read as A is to B, as I told you. Okay. And this symbol is used to express the ratio. All right. So what is it? Ahmed, read the statement again here.
Okay, sir. Ratio is the comparison of one value to the other or the comparison of two different quantities.
Yeah. For example, 3:5 here. Okay. So look, so for example, the ratio of 40 kg to 50 kg can be written as what? For example,
Yes, sir.
I'm writing the question here. The ratio of 40 kg to 15 kg can be written as what? Consider this 40 and 50 as A and B. Okay.
Sir, 8:3.
8:3. Yeah. So how do you find it? You simply find out the ratio here by simply dividing them. That is 40 upon 15. So you get 8/3. Okay, solve one more similar question. Now take the ratio of 100 ml to 260 ml. How can we write it? Answer in the chat box.
Yes.
Yes, done.
No.
Okay. Yes, Ran, that is simple. It is simple, no? It should not be taking too much time. Look, you just need to represent the two quantity in the form of A is to B, meaning that you simply divide the two quantity A upon B. So that is simply 100 ml upon 260 ml. Okay. So that gives you how much? 5 upon 13. All right. Okay. Yes, Ran?
Yes.
All right. So that's the simple thing. All right. Okay. Now talking about percentage. What is percentage? This word percentage here. First, let's decode this word percentage. It is made up of two words here. One is per hundred. Look, this percentage basically means what? Percent. Yes, has Emma joined? Yeah. Percent means per hundred. All right, Arhan. Means per hundred or hundreds. Right. So percentages are what? Basically, percentages are numerators of fractions with denominators as 100. Look, if I have got a fraction like this, 25 upon 100, okay, Arhan, 13 upon 100, 12 upon 100, 11 upon 100, or 15 upon 100. So all the numerators which you are seeing here, whether it's 25, 13, 12, 11, 15, these are basically percentages. Okay. So
Yes.
for example, if I were to say 25%, so 25% will be written like this, 25 upon 100. So if I am saying 25%, this is how you will write it. Or if I were to say 13%, this is how you are supposed to write it, 13 upon 100. A 12% will be written as 12 upon 100, or 11% will be written like 11 upon 100, and same is for 15%. So percent means per hundred or hundreds. So percentages are basically numerators of fractions with denominator as 100. So I'm writing this over here. Percentages are simply numerators of the fractions with denominator as 100. All right, guys. Has Ahmed joined,
Yes,
or
sir.
has Ahmed joined or not?
No.
Okay, I guess might be facing some network issues. Anyways, if he joins, do tell me. Yeah, Ahmed is here. Yes, Ahmed. I guess you're having some network
Sir.
issues.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please try to get that fixed. Okay, look, after ratio, Ahmed, we were talking about percentage. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
Arhan quickly define the percentage.
Mm,
Arhan, then I will
Yes,
explain
sir.
once more. Explain percentage, what I just told you.
The percentage is a value that represents a part of a number.
No, that is basically, you see, that is correct, but that definition is more accurate for fraction. See here, if you see over here, a fraction represents a part of a whole. Okay, see over here. As I gave you examples here, percentages are simply numerators of the fractions with denominator as 100. So if I say 25%, 25%, if I'm saying this, it basically means what? It is 25 upon 100 as per the definition. And the word itself means, you see, per cent. Cent means what? 100. Okay, so per 100. Getting it, guys? Per 100. Okay, so that is what simply percentage is. Okay, Ahmed. So if you see as per the definition, percentages are simply numerators of the fractions with denominator as 100. So see this fraction 25 upon 100. Let me delete this once again. Okay, percentages are numerators of fractions with denominator as 100. Okay, so you see, if you have got fraction like 13 upon 100, 33 upon 100, right? 12 upon 100, 86 upon 100. The above value in all of them are numerator. Okay, and as per the definition which is written over here, what value is the percentage here in the fraction?
Yes,
Arhan,
sir.
Arhan and Ahmed, percentages are numerators of fractions. Like all these numerators which you see, 13, 33, 12, 86, these are all percentages. So
Yes, sir.
when you hear that there's a 13% discount in the market, so meaning that if the product's price is 100 rupees and the discount says that there's a discount of 13%, meaning that there's a discount of 13 rupees on this 100 rupees. So meaning that the product will be sold for 87 rupees. Okay. Or
Yes, sir.
for example, if you are having a paper in your school, okay, and you get 85 percentage, okay, and the full marks of the paper was 100. So what do you say? How many marks you got here, Ahmed and Ran? Do tell me, if you got 85%, okay, and the paper was of 100 marks, so what was your marks obtained in the paper?
35%.
It is simply 85 upon 100, because as per the definition, percentages are numerators of fractions with the denominator as 100. So full marks in your exam was 100, okay, and you got 85. 85 out of 100 now. 85 out of 100. So this 85 here, that is the numerator in this fraction, that becomes the percentage obtained by you guys. I hope this is clear. Ahmed, do tell me if there's confusion in this. Are you guys getting confused in this?
No, sir.
Arhan?
No, sir.
Okay, so I'm giving some questions to you guys. So if you guys read this one, Ahmed, while I'm writing the question, read the given statement here. Read this one.
Sir, loud or in mind?
No, now read it. Read it aloud.
Oh, okay, sir. Percentage is a value that expresses the part of a whole or a fraction of 100. For example, 10% of 10. 100 is the equal to 1 upon 10 of 100.
Yeah. Okay, first you, Arhan, you tell me in the first fraction what is the percent?
Say it's 26%.
26%. Ahmed, it is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is
23.
23%. Good. Arhan,
The 97%.
no, it's 98 written over here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Ahmed,
56.
56%. Right. Good, guys. Now, one more question to you guys. Okay. In this one, you are required to represent percentage into fraction. Okay. So let me write the question first. Represent the percentage into fraction. Okay. So you have 5%, you have 13%, you have 11%, and then 83%. So Ahmed, do tell me 5% in fraction will be
5 upon 100.
5 upon 100. Good. So we are basically multiplying the percentage with 1 upon 100, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And Ahmed and Arhan, the second one,
So 13 upon
13 upon 100. Ahmed,
Yes, sir.
yeah. 11% in fraction will be quick.
11 upon 100.
11
Sorry,
upon
sorry.
100.
11 upon
Good.
100.
Yeah. Arhan,
83 upon
83 upon 100. Okay, so those were the simpler questions. Now I'm giving some tough questions. So represent 0.25 in fraction. All right.
Oh,
This is first question.
Sir, can I?
Yeah, sure. Take your time. I'm giving some more questions.
content.
Okay, both of you. 4 upon 5 into percent. Okay, there's some variation now. Okay, and the third one, 3:4 into percentage. Now, see how we are supposed to solve these questions. Okay, so any value that we need to convert into percentage, what we require to do?
We
Sir,
multiply
divide them by
200.
100.
Divide them by 100. If you are given 5, you need to convert into fraction. Simply you write it as 5 upon 100. Right. Good. So convert 0.25 then. So that is true.
Uh, say it's 25 upon 10.
25 upon.
So 10.
Okay, let's check that. Ahmed, did you got your answer?
No, sir.
Look, if you will remove this dot from over here, there are 2 more zeros going to come over here, no? Look over here. First thing is that you need to divide the number by 100 if you're converting it into fraction, into percentage. So here the number provided is 0.25. So it needs to be divided by 100. Okay. So then you have number like this, 0.25 upon only 2 zeros over here. Okay. So there are 2 more zeros going to be coming on the denominator side, right? So it's 25 upon 100 and 2 more zeros over here. Now do tell me what is the answer now. Yes.
Uh,
So it is going to be what?
Point-
0.0025 now.
oh,
Yes,
yes, sir.
Arhan and Ahmed. Okay. Now similarly solve second one also. Did you guys got the answer of first one? How we solve this one? Like it's simply like this now. Okay. So how do we divide numbers like this? Simply like this.
Yes, sir.
You guys have done calculations on decimals, how to divide two numbers and get it in a decimal form.
Yes.
Okay, good. Solve second question then.
So the second one is 0.008.
0.008. Okay, look. There's one thing over here. You guys are required to convert it into a percentage now. I just observed that here. Look, the thing is that this number needs to be converted into percentage. In order to do that, you need to simply multiply it with 100. Okay, because see for question number 2. Okay, see, if there are 5 parts of a circle, 1 2 3 4 5 here, right? So 4 upon 5, let's take 4 parts over here. So this one, then again 2, then 3, and then 4. So this 4 part out of the 5 parts covers how much percent of the circle, guys? First, do tell me. Just focus on the question which I just gave you guys. This 4 part out of the 5 part will cover how much percent of the full circle here? 4 by 5 part out of 100% of the circle we are trying to find out here. Okay, like this
So
4 by
then
5
it's
part,
80%.
it will be 80%, right? Okay, I thought we were converting fractions into, I thought we were converting the percent into fractions. I just saw there's a percent sign over here. Okay, so you simply multiplied it with 100. So you get 80% here. So this 4 part covers 80% of the total area of the circle. Okay, so then this question will be 0.25 multiplied 100, guys. Okay, so that is going to give me how much? Do tell me, guys, quickly. Ahmed, do tell me. 0.25 multiplied 100.
0.25 multiplied 100. So can I solve it right now?
Yeah, solve it right now. Okay, now
Oh,
for the
yes, sir.
third one,
Sir,
it's,
can I
yeah,
give
sure.
the answer for the first one?
For the first one, give it in the chat
So
box.
Yes.
20.
Okay, sir.
Okay. While you guys are solving some more questions, 40% in
Sir,
fraction.
0.25 into 100 is 0.25, sir.
0.25.
25, I mean, 225.
No,
25, yes, sir.
no, that is wrong.
Sir, it's 25%, right?
It's 25%. Look, Ahmed, how we are supposed to
Oh,
solve some such basic questions. It's 0.25 multiplied 100. So you will take out this dot from over here. So after decimal, two zeros are going to come down in the denominator. Now you are having number like this, 25 upon 100 multiplied 100. So these two hundreds are going to cancel. Then you are remain with only 25. Okay. For the second one, it's 80%. Now calculate for the third one, both of you.
Sir, usually rational numbers go in the fraction, right? So 3:4 will be 3/4, right?
Yeah, 3:4 basically means 3 upon 4. Yeah. Okay. And how do we represent 93% and decimal? Okay. So Ahmed, you are solving question number 3 or question number 4? Which question you are at?
Question number three. Question
Okay.
number 3.
All right.
Second, so I don't see a account in the chat box.
Okay. You're not able to see my account in the chat box on this on
No,
my.
sir, from which I can see you.
Okay, look, let me just drop a message to you.
Seems like I can't also see you.
Anyways, it will take time. Just do one thing. Tell me the answer of question number 3, Arhan.
Oh,
Say it's 75%.
95. Ahmed, you?
yes, it's 75.
95. Okay, so 3 upon 4 multiplied 100, that is 25 multiplied 3, that is 25. Now, what about question number 4? How do we represent percentage into fraction?
So we
Multiplied by
simply
100.
divide them by 100.
Exactly. So that is 40 upon 100, right? So we can even simplify it further, right? So it's 2 upon 5. Okay. Now represent 93% in decimal form quickly.
So the answer is 9.3.
0.93.
0.93. Okay.
Yes.
It's 0.93, Arhan. Look, 93 you are dividing it by 100. Okay. Now, if you guys should be knowing this, that to divide two numbers and how you get the number in decimal form. So you will be getting number in the decimal form whenever getting the number in decimal form becomes pretty easier when the denominator is having denominators are like tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000s like this. So quickly, simply match the uh, above digits with the zeros here. So match this 0 with 3 over here, then match this 0 with 9 over here. Okay. Now the digits are only 2 over here, but in the denominator there are 3 digits. So after 2 digits, you will place a decimal over here. Okay. So it's 0.93. All right. Okay then. Now let's move ahead. Some more questions for you guys. See over here. A basket is having two types of fruits. Okay. What are they? There are 20 apples and 5 oranges. So the ratio of oranges to the apples will be simply 5:20. That is clear, right? So
Yes, sir.
this comparison moments ago we just talked about that they can be represented in the form of fraction. So you simply divide them and you are getting the fraction 1 upon 4. So 1 upon 4 is basically called as the ratio between the two fruits here. Okay. So in terms of ratio, it is 1:4. Read as 1:4. Okay. So now if you were to calculate the percentages of oranges out of the total fruit, like the total fruits here are 25. That is the total fruit, guys. Okay. Now if someone asks you to calculate the how many percentages of percentages of oranges are in the basket here? How do you guys do that? Like here you are having two quantities now.
Oh,
Percentages, percentage of oranges out of total fruit. So here it's given that the number of oranges, how much is there orange as per the question?
So 25.
No, it's 20, it's 5 oranges are there only. See, there are 5 oranges, no, written over here, right? So 5 oranges, 5 oranges, it's 5 not 50. Okay, 5 oranges out of 25 oranges. That is the fraction which you are getting, right? That is basically the part that is basically the number of oranges out of the total fruits. So that will be 5 upon 25. That means 1 upon 5, right, guys? Okay. Now, how do we use to convert the fraction into percentages? We used to simply multiply it with 100
Is
yes.
to
so it
convert.
will be 20%.
Yeah, it will be 25 or 20%.
So
What did you say?
20%.
20%. To convert fraction into percent, we multiply it with 100. With 100. So it is 1 upon 5 multiplied 100. That's 20%. Right, guys? Okay. Now, let's
Yes.
solve few more simple questions. Right. So 10%. Now, if we were to find out percentages out of different quantities, suppose you are provided. Suppose you are provided. Yeah. Just give me a moment. Okay, it's not working. Yeah. So suppose you are provided to find out 10% of 50 meter tape. So how would you find that? So you will find it like this. So 10% of 50. Okay. So
So
of,
we,
yeah,
so we
10%
will
of
divide
50 means,
50.
no, you will not divide it. We are trying to find out how much 10% of 50 meter is equal to. So 10% of 50 meter, you see, 10% of 50 meter is simply 10 by 100 multiplied 50. Okay. So that is 5 meter. Getting it? So if I ask you to give me 10% out of 100 ml water, so you will be simply be giving me 10 ml of water. Or if I ask you to give me 50% of 100 rupees, so how much rupees you will give me? So you guys will be giving me 50 rupees.
50. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how did we calculate that? Simply 50%, 50% of 100 is simply multiplied with 100. So first you will convert this fraction, this percentage into fraction here, and then multiply it with 100. So you got 50 over here, right, guys? So solve some questions over here. Okay. So 20% of 200 bananas is equal to. Okay, that is the first question. Then second question is 75% of rupees 240 is equal to. All right. Solve the two questions and give you answer in the chat box. The process is pretty simple, right?
So the chat box is bugged.
Yeah.
The chat box is bugged.
The chat box is not working, no?
Yes, it's not working.
Okay. Okay. From my side also, it's not working. So do one thing. Just tell me the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Once
sir.
you guys solve it, tell me the answer.
So the answer to the first one is 20 bananas.
20
I mean,
bananas.
sorry, 40 bananas.
40 bananas. And Ahmed,
Yes, sir.
did you got the same answer?
Yes, sir. I did. I am
Yeah,
for the second one.
yeah, good. 20% of 200 bananas. So that is 20 upon 100 multiplied to 200.
Sir, the last one, I mean, the question number 2 is 180.
180. Arhan, what about
Yes,
you?
sir.
Is
Okay. 75% of 240. Good. That is 180, guys. All right. Okay. Now, talking about the application of the percentages, like where are the applications of percentages in daily life? So usually in the exchange of commodities, the selling and purchasing of the commodities, we do calculations in percentages, right? Okay. So we just discussed about the percent of a number. So percent of a number which we were talking about here is that simply p percent of a number b equals to p upon 100 into b, right? So if you are provided with any given number and you are required to calculate, for example, 10% or 8% of the number, so you simply divide the number by 100 and then multiply with the whole number. For example, 8 upon 100 out of the whole number, right? Let's say it's 70 kg. Yeah, right. So p percent of a number b equals p upon 100 into b, right? So this 8% will be written like this. Okay, so if you're required to find out how much 8%, what is the 8% of 70 kg, this is how you're required to find it. 8 upon 100 multiply 70, right? Now, moving on, let's talk about the increase or decrease in percent, right? So when the percent is increasing, how we are required to find the number, and when the percentage is decreasing, how we are required to find the required the original number. Okay, look. So when there is an increase in the percentages, like for example, the cost of a mobile phone here is 15,000, but its price increased by 5%. So what is the new selling price of the smartphone now? What is the new selling price of this mobile phone? So the new selling price will be find out using the formula original number plus increase in percentage multiplied by 100. So here you see ON for original number or original price, let's say. Okay, so original number, original price was 15,000. Now there's an increase of 5% in the price of the mobile percent. So 5% of 15,000 of 15,000. Remember, this off here is basically meaning multiplication. Remember board mass in which you had bracket, this O was off. So off, whether you say off or multiplication, both are same. So don't get confused in that thing. All right. Okay. Now back to our question. So it can be written like this: 15,000 plus 5% multiplied 15,000.
Sir, the
Okay,
answer is 15,750.
very good. So it's 5 upon 100 multiplied 15,000, right? So it's 750 plus 15,000, guys. Good. Ahmed and Adhan. Ahmed, did you got this one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Good.
I did.
Okay. Now solve one more question over here. Now suppose if the price of TV is 16,850. Okay. And price increased by 15%. Okay. Find the new price. Solve this one.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Anyone got the answer?
I'm still finding it, sir.
Okay. Okay. Use this formula simply.
Sir, is it 19,307?
19,300 and
77.5.
77.5. Okay. So 15%, right? So 16,850 plus 15 upon 100 into 16,850. Okay. It will be more than 19,377, Adhan. Okay. Because if you see 16,850 upon 3 upon 2 multiplied 16,000, 1,685. Okay. And just let me check it. It might be correct here. So you multiply it with 1.5. Okay. It's correct then. 19,377.5. Ahmed, did you got the same answer?
Sir, I'm still solving it.
Okay. Okay. Or do one thing, take the screenshot of the question. Okay. Solve the remaining part after the class.
Okay, sir.
Done? Okay. Now, for the first question, the new number which you guys obtained, it was 15,750. Right, guys? 15,750. So you see, sometimes we need to know the increase or decrease in a certain quantity in terms of percentages. So if the question is that, suppose this 5% was not given over here. Okay. Only the old price and the new price was given. Old price was given 15,000 and the new price was given. And you are asked to find how much percentage increase has been there in its price. New price was given as 15,750. So in that case, how you are required to find the percentages? So that will be find out like this, like percentages. It will be find by the formula change in price, okay, upon original price into 100. So how much is change in the price? It's 750 rupees, right? Original price was 15,000, then multiplied by 100%, right? So that is going to give you how much? Let's calculate this one. These two zeros will get cancelled over here. These zeros will also get cancelled over here. So 75
So it will
upon
be
50. It will be
So it will be 7.
7. 75 upon 15. Ahmed, you tell me.
So 75 upon 15, sir, would be 25 upon 3.
What are you guys saying? 15 multiplied 5 gives you 75. So 75 upon 15 means 5, no? Right?
Oh,
Yes.
So it's 5%. So percentage increase here is how much? 5%. The price of the product has increased by 5%. So sometimes when the old and the new price of the products are given, this is how you guys can calculate the percentage increase in the price of the product. Okay. Now sometimes there might be loss as well. Now here there was profit. Now there was having profit. In some cases, the seller might incur some losses as well. Suppose the older price, okay, say the original price of a pencil, let's say it's 10 rupees, but
Then
the
we
sale,
will use the same formula.
no, it will be different, but the new price is now 9 rupees. So the seller will be having loss now in this one. So here it will be
Yes, sir.
original price minus new price, right, upon original price into 100. Yeah, so it will be how much? Calculate this one and context of this one. It will be original price was how much? 10 rupees. New price is 9 rupees over here, and the original price is 10 rupees, guys, multiplied by 100. So that is 1 upon 10 multiplied by 100. Okay, so 10 cancels. That is 10% here. So the person is incurring a loss of 10%. He's having a loss of 10% if he sells the pencil at a cost of 9 rupees instead of 10 rupees. Okay. So in the next class, we will be talking about profit and loss percent. Okay.
sir.
Okay. So I will give you a few simple questions on profit and loss percents. Try solving it yourself. Then we will continue our discussion further in the next class. Okay. Okay. Any confusion so far?
No, sir.
Okay, so today we
No, sir.
discussed about few basic things regarding comparing the quantities. We talked about fractions. Fractions are basically portions out of whole objects. Okay, then you have another method of comparing the two quantities. It is by ratio. So ratio is basically obtained by dividing two quantities of same types. So you get the ratio between the two quantity, and it is written as A is to B. Okay. Then another method of comparing the quantity is by percentages. Okay. So if you are given 100 kg of rice and someone asks you to take out 15% out of the 100 kg. Okay. So that is a concern with percentages. So percent, I basically said, basically by definition it means what? Percentages are basically fractions in which the numerator percentages are basically the numerators out of the fractions in which the denominator is 100, right? All right. And then further we talked about how do we calculate percentages as well. Okay, so in next class we will talk about gain percent and loss percent, right guys?
Okay.
Okay then, Allah Hafiz guys, then we will meet in next class then.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes Arhan?
The assignment you gave regarding sexual reproduction, where we had to draw the diagram.
Yeah.
There was one question in which you gave us to draw the diagram, which was that I'm checking. Wait.
Okay, you check. Let me check as well.
And there was one question that define characteristics of sexual reproduction.
Yeah.
In draw the diagrams of. So I'm just confused that it is
No.
the same question.
I guess no. It's a different question. There are total 2 questions. In first question, you have to only draw the diagrams, and in the second one, you have to mention the characters. Like there's an intermixing of genes, right?
Okay, sir. Okay,
The
sir.
offspring is not identical to parents, etc.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So during the typing, there might have been some mistake.